Hello my friends, John LaRuffa here with another solo sessions, and in this one we're going to play Imperium, actually not Legends, we're going to play the other one, but I don't have the other one, the standard version. Anyway, we're going to play Imperium. I love this game. It's a great game for solo, so much going on in here, but I tossed the box for the other one. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay folks, and as usual, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. If you have, I really do appreciate that support. Thank you very much. Yeah, so Imperium Classics, I couldn't think of the name while I was doing the intro, but Imperium Classics is what we're going to be using here. That all the content is mixable and you can mix them both up. And I figured since we're about to have a brand new version of Imperium coming out, this was a good time for it. So let's wet our whistles here. Okay, so to begin, we are going to finish the setup for the solo opponent. Okay. And we're going to draw my 5 cards. All right, that's what we've got here to start with. So I'm playing the Scythians, and it's been a while since I played the Scythians, actually, so it's kind of like a new experience for me. They're playing the Macedonians. I just played against them not too long ago, so I know what they're kind of about. So that'll give me at least a little insight on what's going to happen. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Well, we've got some land cards. At the end of the game, I'm playing the B side here, so if I have every three land that I have out, or territory or province, whatever they are, and for every 3 building resources, I get a point. But I like to do, let's see. So, oops, I should have got my starting resources here, which should be 3 of these, 2 population, and 1 of these. Okay, now, I think the best thing for me to do will be to begin with this card, playing tents. So that'll be actually one that says, exhaust when you play a land card. This card gains 1 solstice. You may recall 1. And so I'm sure I'm going to be able to find a way to get the tents some other way. Now let's go ahead and play that land card. And we're going to put it right here, trying to maximize our space. This game, for being a card game, sure is a table hog. Let me tell you what. All right, so anyway, we've done that. We can gain a population, and I may garrison a card. I'm not going to garrison anything just now. And then let's do this. We have 2 populations. Let's play the Conquer, and we'll put our discard pile down here this time. All right, so Conquer. We can do this. 2 of these to acquire. I like the idea of acquiring this one, as a matter of fact. You know, I mean, I suppose there's no reason to acquire when I have an extra one of these. Oh, and I should have exhausted this when I played that to gain 1 of these. That's the whole point of doing that. Okay, so then this is my hand, but we're good to go. All right. And I'm going to try to play as quickly as possible because this game, honestly, can be very long. And I don't want you guys to have to sit here forever to experience the whole thing. Okay, so we've got the 3 out here. We're going to draw 2 more. Put the discard way over there. Unrest and Nomads. All right, let's see what he's going to do. Before we do that, we're going to need to... I am rushing, but let's not be sloppy. That's actually a pretty good one. See if I can keep that away from him. That's probably not going to be a good way to keep away from him. Well, we'll see. Do I have a way to break through for that soon? I don't know. Anyway, okay, 2. All right, he's going to build this land. He's going to build the lands way out here. Let me make sure you guys can still see that. Yeah, it's in the corner. We'll kind of move that over. All right. So he's going to put his stuff over there. Actually, I suppose it would make more sense. Yeah, that's fine. And when he does that, he gains 1 of these, and then he exiles a card. And he's going to exile this one. This is the first one over there. All right. He's going to push that back. And we have this. Advance. So it is a attack 1. He can't do any of the special things for it. So instead, he's going to break through for a land. So we're going to put this in his discard pile, which we'll put right here. He's going to break through for a land. First land right here. So he broke through. All right, that's another land. Okay, Unrest goes back here, and another attack card. He's gonna have to break through for that land. So the land, the first one is right there, so he breaks through for the land. And that's the tough thing. He gets a lot of points with a lot of land in his decks. So that's unfortunate, but that's what's gonna happen. Okay. All right, now he is going to put this on this card here. Slide it over, deal out 5 fresh ones, or 4 fresh ones as it is. Okay, now my turn. So, this, all players may draw a card, game 1, yeah, I don't really have any of those in place. Exhaust, when another player plays an attack, you may exhaust this card to avoid its effects. I don't think it's going to come up too much, but I'll play it just to get it out of the way. That way it's in play and I don't see it. And then I am going to play this one. I gain a population, and I will exhaust this card to gain another population. I may garrison a card there. No need to garrison anything at the moment. And then I think I'm going to acquire, put this in history, and acquire perhaps the Jade Mask. What about gambling? Free play. Pay 1 to declare one of the following. Nah. Draw up to 3 cards, then return a card from the top of your deck. I think the Jade Mask is probably a little bit more to my liking. Return the top card of your deck, yeah. I'm gonna put that in history later too. Okay. Ooh, we've got to get gotta be a little careful with the unrest here. Don't want to have any problems. So let's see. I didn't remove, so I did played that. Did that 1, that's 2, and 3 I talked to you. Okay, so we're good. Agriculture looks like it wouldn't be so bad. Let's try to protect that. Okay, so those are these. I'm going to discard both of these. Put those in the discard pile, draw back up to 5. And reset everything. And I put that down a little bit earlier. Okay. We're good to go. Rolling for him. 5. What's he going to do? Conquer. So still doesn't have enough to do what he needs to do there. So that means he's going to get this land. I think I need to hoard those things. I'm going to have to figure that out. Okay, so first the top. I've always played it this way. I think that's how you're supposed to play it, where the card itself, not necessarily this, takes precedence. So I play the Sacred Pass as if it's one of these cards. I could be wrong about that. I really don't know. You know, actually, I think there might be a spot where it clarifies. Let me take a very brief look. If you go top to bottom on that card itself. Resolving the back cards, resolve a card, take the topmost action in the table. Never mind. So I've been playing that a little bit incorrectly. So we're not going to put that there. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to break through for that other land. Ooh. I'm setting myself up for some really tough climbs here. Okay. Now, it is going to put this out here. It's going to exile. It's going to gain one of these resources and exile a card. It's going to exile the first one that isn't marked, which will be gambling. Didn't look all that good anyway. All right, and then finally, the last card here. It's going to put that in place. It's going to gain one of these. And it's going to exile the first one out, which is going to be that one again. Okay. Now, it sets this on there, slides this over, and draws. We're going to have a lot of land coming out here. My turn. Oh, and I keep forgetting the solstice. Not really forgetting it. It's just I don't have a lot of solstice actions. I should call it out though. So for instance, this one I could pay a resource if I wanted to gain more population, but I think I'm doing okay on population. All right. Well, let's start by doing the Jade card, which says draw up to 3 cards of Fable. So it says a Fable, so I can only get this one. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I will do the Nomads. All players may draw a card. So what he does when he draws a card like that is he takes one of his top cards and he just puts it on his discard pile. All right, then gain 1 per those you have in play. Well, I'm only doing this so I can try to draw the cards faster. And I don't have any of those in play, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm just kind of trying to get that out. All right, now it's the same thing. Yeesh. How would I get my hands on some more land that has that? I don't think I would. That's the thing. So maybe I'll play advance for number 2. I'll spend 3 of these, and that will help me get this agriculture that I've been eyeing over here. I think we're gonna burn a turn to do that. And then my last turn is I'm gonna play the agriculture. And let's give myself some room for the draw deck. And that allows me to exhaust to treat 1 farm as if it's a trade. So that's really good if I have some farms. Okay, so put this out. Okay, oh, boy. I don't want to fall into chaos here. We're definitely gonna spend some time returning those next round. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so that is my 3 actions. And then I reset everything. Mark a card. I would like him to not discard that, but rather to get rid of the boats when the time comes. Okay, back to him now. Oh, you know what? Just because I need to get some more action happening, I'm going to discard this one. So that way I can pull one of these out and get, oh good, there's some terrain there. All right. Okay, that would have been stupid to hold down and not do that. I need to try my best. There we go, draw. All right, Nomads, not what I wanted, but all right, we're okay. Rolling now for him, 2. So we're gonna start with this card. Unrest, good, goes back in the deck. Land, resource. He's gonna exile the boats. Unrest, and conquer. Now, he does have the ability to spend 3 of these, so he's gonna spend 3, and he's gonna acquire the green or the city card, whichever is higher in points. Well, this one, this Oracle, is actually higher in points, so he's gonna acquire this, and then he puts the conquer in the history. So we'll just put him face up. There we go. We're gonna put another one of these out here. All right. Once you get the hang of what the AI does with the cards, the game really flows. The good and the bad of that is that each one of these guys has something different to do, which I don't really mind because I'd want the variety, but it just means that it can go a little slower while you're trying to memorize what this particular person does. Okay, so we run out of cards there, so we're gonna add this card to it. And somehow I managed to flip these upside down. Oh no, well, some of them are upside down. Here we go. And there we are, right there. Okay. Now, I think I'm gonna take a, I think I'm gonna take a revolt turn just to get these out of here. Wish I'd had one more. I like the revolt when I at least have 3, but it's nice to have 4. However, I don't want to have the game end early. And that's exactly what that was going to happen to me if I didn't do that. So I took the revolt turn. We bring this down, and then I add back to it. Yeah, I think that was the right play. All right, where am I going to put my incentivizer? Do I have any way? Okay, so I at least can do this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to snag one of these others, and this one will be great. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here, folks. 1. Unrest. The Oracle, this is going to try for the thing first. It can't, so it has to break through for this. Okay, well, that got lucky, I guess, because at least I don't have to. I was going to put it on this land, but okay. Discard that. Exile and get a resource. Yeah, this could be a real disaster when the time comes, because he has cards at the end that'll score him 1 point for every land that he's got out there. And that will really stink. All right. Last one. Okay, here when we have this card, the Phalanx, you just gain a population. Okay. He's going to put this over here. There you have it. Now, my turn. I found a way, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to actually break through to get all of these. So this is 4 plus 1 is 5, so I'm going to get the 5-point score, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to leave that there because I just broke through for it. And that was the Conquer action. This card's going to be over there this time. That was 1. It's coming in its place. Okay. Really can't do any of that. Now, I am going to do, okay, that's all right. I'm going to spend this breakthrough for a land, but the reason I'm hemming and hawing here is because this one isn't that great. I would love to get an agricultural one, but at least, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that was 2. And then 3, I'm going to play this to just get some out there. Now, when I play that, you may draw a card, may garrison a card, and I'm going to exhaust that because I played that to gain population. I think that's all. Yes. Okay, I am going to discard this Unrest to draw another card. Nomads. At least we're going to be able to get some of those resources. All right, cleaning things up. And now, what do we want to do? I would actually like it if he spun through that a little bit more. The Shrine does not interest me in the least. So I think I'm going to put this over, well, I put this over here, I'm almost feeding him points. We're just going to do that. Okay. 2. Land. One of these. And he's going to exile this one. Philip the Second, so he is going to spend these 3, and then he's going to acquire the top one, and then he's going to put that card into history. So this goes into history, and which one's the highest points here? So this is a 5+. He's just going to acquire this one. Flipping it up, we have a land. Ooh, see, now that's what I want right there. I got to figure out how I can pull that off. Conquered this time. Darn it. Forget about that. So he just takes this. He breaks through for that. Another land. That one's also good. I'm okay with that if I can get my hands on it. What is this? A joke? Okay. Education. All right, then he's going to put this over here. Wrong deck. Okay, now solstice. I don't have anything I want to solstice at the moment, so we're going to forget about that. Now, to me, I think the best thing for me to do is to play this. I may exile a card from the market. The fact of the matter is that he's just going to keep on getting these things, so I better actually exile this one. Jungle sucks anyway. All right, there we go. If I can somehow get to that river, that'd be great. So we've done that. You may garrison a card. Passive, you may recall this card to avoid. I got it. That's no big deal. Okay, so that was move number 1, and I can play and exhaust the tents, which is another population. All right. Let's do the Jade Mask. So this Jade Mask, we're going to draw 3 cards, then return the top card to your deck. This is if able. That's okay. I'll do it anyway. All right, Unrest. Well, that's too bad, because that means I basically have to put it right back on my card. That was stupid. But now because I revealed the card, I really can't go back on it, can I? Well, that was just foolish. Okay, so then I guess my last action is going to be to do this. And this says all players may draw a card, so I'll get that back. And then gain 1 per trade thing I have. So I gain 2 of these little building resources, if you will. I'm gonna put this out. Now, I need to churn this deck faster. There's no doubt about it. So let's go ahead and discard all of these to get deep. All right, so we're gonna put this one in with the discard. Good, it's a land, I like that. I'm gonna bring this back as we exhaust that, because we have to put that on there. We have to add this. I'm kind of doing this a little bit out of order. I apologize for that. Boy, I wish I knew what I was gonna be able to get my hands on. Chances are he's gonna get himself another land, so I hate to do that. Especially since, well, we're gonna take a risk. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Darn it, no way to get the land. That's too bad for me. 4. Okay, he has to exile a card. He can't exile a card because I put that on that card. Nothing to exile. In fact, that's going to happen a lot, I think. Yep, there it is. Kinda should have known better. Okay, so there we take this into here. And now, since that's out of gas, we're drawing from here. All right. And the unrest. Okay, and he puts this over here, drags this over down yonder, and 4 more. All right, so solstice, do I want to do anything? I may recall. I don't think that's, so I guess I could see where you might want to recall these to bring them back out to keep funneling the population, but that's not really a big help for me at this point. I think I'm just gonna let that all sit. All right, so first I'm gonna put this land out right here. And when I do, I'm going to exhaust that to get another population token. Then I'm going to, let's get rid of this. Just get rid of it right here. So pay 1. You know what? No, I'm not going to pay 1. I'm going to discard these 2 cards. I'm going to discard those. Yeah. Discard the 2 cards to put this back. And then on my 3rd turn, because I'm okay with that move. So that's 1, 2, 3. I get 3 building resources. 1, 2, 3. What I really am just trying to do is churn my deck as fast as possible to get to some of my better cards. My deck is actually pretty thick as it is. Okay, so that's good. Now we do the reset. We put one of these out here first, I suppose. We'll do that. And then, okay, so this is my discard. 1, 2, 3. And now I add another unrest. Nah. 4, 5. Okay. We're churning right along here, folks, I think. 3. Goodness me. If he's gonna slaughter me. I just always do it. I don't know. There's a difference in this game between knowing what you have to do and being able to do what you have to do. I tell you what, that is for sure. When I put that down, I have to get one of these. You see, here's another one. Oh no, I just drew this. From there, so this actually goes away. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And I wish I had something. If I can find anything to steal these lands away from him, boy, I'm going to take that card. Okay, so I have to exile. At least we could toss that one out. Glory. Glory says, if able, abandon the top 3 to gain that. So, no, never mind. That's right. Glory. So this stays here. We abandon the top 3. 1, 2, 3. They go into his discard pile. And we gain the top one of these, which is, oh man, triumphant. It's 11 points. He gains it, so that means it goes into the top of that. And then Sacred Pass, but he's going to first do the attack. So he's going to spend 3 of these. He's going to put the highest card he can in his thing, and he's going to take this and put it in his history. All right, highest card out here. So we have, and I'm talking about this versus that. So it's these and these. So this one counts as a 5, so that's going to do it right there. What are we going to get? Okay. All right. Then he puts this out here. Slide. And we refill. 1, 2, 3. He's out. We're going to draw another one. It's that one. Four. Okay. Now, what? So, I can use the advance to help boost my stuff up. The shrine, you may discard a card, return exhaust. Okay, you may discard a card to return an unrest from your discard pile. Oh, return. I like the shrine. Okay. Let's break through for said shrine, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have too long to play it, but it'll be hopefully enough to get me going where I need to. So that was advanced. We're going to put him over here, the discard. Another land. Perfect. Okay, so that was action 1. Now I'm going to play the shrine. Put it right there. And then I definitely want to conquer. And I feel like I got to conquer this because this is really going to help with my agriculture. Okay, so I conquered. That goes there. That's my 3rd turn. Now I'm going to put this into my discard. And I'm going to keep all 3 of these out here. Oh, that's tempting. Nope, I got to dig deeper. So let's discard this one also, just so that we can go 1, 2, and then, sorry, I'm doing this a lot over again. Put this out here first. What do we get? Okay. That's a 3. Free play cannot be played. Well, let's do that. Okay, so, gotta add 1 to the discard pile. We got, all right, good, another land, appreciate that. And we drew another unrest, great. That's unfortunate, because that unrest was in my discard pile, which is exactly where I wanted it to be. I guess we'll have to wait. Okay, we've done all that. So here's where it gets dicey, because this is an other card at this moment. You gain 1 point per land in play. Discard the top of the box decks, put it in history. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 points, just like that. And that happens a couple times. Well, one of us is going to get a high score. Okay, so we put him away, and then we take the top card, we put it in our discard pile. These are my cards, so we're just going to discard pile that. Okay, next one. Oh, good. I get to do this first. Because it's a temple, it has this. I gain 1. Phew. I'll take it. I'll stall on that as long as I can. All right, this is a glory card. Just is put in history. And this is going to be an attack card, but I have this, so I can exhaust it. And then I don't have to worry about it. So then he doesn't get to do discard the top card of the bot deck. So he does get to do that. Oh, good. I don't have to suffer that one again. And then this just stays with him. Okay. Solstice. Anything from the solstice? Let's see. So, unfortunately, I don't have anything to play, really. I could recall one of those, meh. I see the mechanic there, but I need my extra actions, I think. And then if there was a discard, I would do the shrine, but I can't. Okay, so to me now, the first thing, absolutely gonna put this down so then I can exhaust tents and I can gain a population. Then we're definitely playing Nomads. And that will say all players may draw a card, which I will. And then he does his thing. Land, all right. And then gain 1 per things I have. Now I can exhaust this to treat that as 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's huge. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I have 1 more turn. And I think we're going to do the Jade Mask. Or should I just play the step? Well, I'm going to play the step. I don't get to get the extra population, but it comes with the population anyway, so. All right, we're playing that. And, oh, you know, I should have played that prior. No, I couldn't. I don't remember if I drew that somehow. Just forget it. Okay, yeah, because I got that when I did draw the thing. Okay, so I do get the population. And then I may garrison a card, which I'm not going to garrison anything at the moment. Is there a way? Yeah, that's a recall. That's not going to put it where it needs to be. It needs to be abandoned. Okay, so then I'm going to discard these 2. And I'll leave the Jade Mask. Okay, so let's clean everything up here. Put one of these out. I have got to find a way to acquire that. Okay, that's out. These are cleaned up. And then 1, 2, 3, draw the top. Come on, don't be the unrest. Oh, that's, yeah, I'm hosing myself because I keep putting these things back in there. So I guess I'm doing it to myself, really. Oh well. Working against, not the first time, won't be the last time either. Okay, 2, unrest goes back. This goes up here. He gains a building resource, and he's going to exile this. What are we going to get? We're going to get the onagers. So each player abandons that gain. I mean, this would be helpful if I can find a way to get this. Yeah, because then I can acquire. I got to get my hands on that card somehow. Somehow. At least I can try to play it off and knock his stuff down. Okay. So then we have Conquer. Now, he can't quite do it. Darn it. But there is no... Well, he's got to break through for 1. Okay, so he's going to put this in here. He's going to break through from the deck. Proper. He gets the coast. Okay. And then he plays this, gets another land resource, and exiles this guy. Darn it! That was the one I needed. Oh well. So he's getting deeper in. Almost ready to switch over to the next phase. This comes out. Yeah, so his next time through this deck, he's going to switch. Okay. Now, I have a free play. Draw 2 cards. Other players recall 1 and steal from a player for each of those. For each player. Okay, that Raiders is not as helpful, but since it's a free play, I can't not do it. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's play it over here. Let's draw 2 cards. All right. And then all other players recall 1 of these. So he's going to recall this one into his draw deck. And I steal, but he's not the right kind of player for me to steal from. So that's bleh. Next. So that's a free play. Certainly going to do this one, the Conquer. So I'm gonna break through for 3 to get my hands on this bad boy. And 4 points plus 1 more over here makes for 5, and I'll toss this other 5 in, and we'll have 10. So far, I'm slightly ahead. Okay, we conquered. And what's coming out? Okay, diplomacy. Which actually would be a good card for me to get. So I'm gonna get that one. All right, I'm gonna break through for it even. So that'd be number 2. Because I've got a good way to get a bunch of these things. So we've advanced. Invasion. Interesting. Okay, last turn. So the Ionians here, this will help me later. We're gonna hold on to that. I do the diplomacy right now. And I can break through for that. Or I could do the nomads and gain a ton of resources. Let's do the nomads and gain a ton of resources. All players may draw a card. This is going to be an unrest, which is fine because I've got a plan for it with the Ionians. All right, now he has to draw a card. Puts it in his discard pile. Okay. Then I'm going to exhaust this agriculture. So, it's only treat 1. I see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. So that's 9. 5, well, yeah. Another 5. Put 1 back. Okay. We did that. So I have 1 more turn left. I hate that. I generally blanked on whether I played that. No, that was my 3rd turn because I did this one to acquire, then I did this to acquire, and then I broke through. That was my 3rd. Okay. So we got to put one of these on a card. And I like the idea of the invasion, so I'm going to keep that there. And then we clean up. And then I definitely want these 3 and this. I don't need these, so that would allow me to do what I'm hoping to do, which is, yes, perfect. So I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses here as best I can. Tamga, huh? Discard, okay, whatever. Okay, and then I get to draw 1 more. Put that on there. All right. 3. Glory. He's going to abandon these 3, which I'm fine with. I don't love that he's getting the glory cards, but that's inevitable. It's going to happen. This goes here, and then the glory goes here. And then this, a resource, and he is going to exile this. Prosperity. So discard the top card of the bot deck. Gain 1 and 1 per. Oh gosh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to get 6 people. And 6 building resources. Could be worse. I mean, I had a whole ton of them out there. And then I may draw a card. Well, don't mind if I do. Tamga. Okay. And then here we have the temple. It is one of these, so first it's that. So we gain 1. See, I don't know if I played that right the last time. We ignore everything on there. Yeah. So I don't put it out there. I just ignore. I just gain the thing. All right. Now he puts this out here, boosting that, sliding this, and dealing those. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 1 left. Good. Didn't quite cross over. Solstice. Solstice. I may discard. I don't have anything in the discard pile. I may do that to that. Yes, I'm going to do that. It's always good to get the population. I may recall. I'm not going to do that. And then that. Yeah. I mean, I can see what they're doing, but I just have a hard time recalling and then spending actions on putting another card out that I've already played. Okay, so now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Tomga out here. It says exhaust to discard a card to draw 2 cards. But we'll get to that in a second. Then I'm going to play the free play. Return up to 2 of these, which is perfect, and then put this into history. And then I'm going to play diplomacy. 3 of these. And I can break through for so what do I want? This is a free develop, and we're about ready to cross into that. Why not break through for that? Okay, 1 more action. And I think the nomads is the way to go. So we're going to do this. No. So I don't know 100% if this is true because I've got this on here. But I don't think this matters in the case of what I'm doing. Because I don't think, I still think I could play this. So it says if it's in this phase, put the top card of your nation deck into your discard piles. I still think I could do that. Because that exhaust only has to do with the reshuffle. So we're going to put that in the discard pile. And that's what we're going to do for my last action. All right. Then it's time to draw. Well, it's not actually time to draw. It's time to put this someplace. I like that invasion. I want to see that invasion somehow come to my hand. I need that. That's good. Okay. Yeah. All right. So reset. Boy, I'm going to have to garrison all these cards when the time comes. So that might be the time when I pull out all the stops here and just pull these things back. The only problem is, oh, wow, okay, so that's interesting. So before I switch over, maybe the thing I should do is start recalling some of these things, and then I can slide them in. I'll probably do that. Okay, anyway, that's in the future. Okay, combat, spend 3, definitely can do that. It's going to break through for, so this goes here and it's going to break through. It's going to take this one. Oops, sorry about the camera. Better make sure it's still focused on everything. Yes, still. Okay, break through. So that goes here. And let's see. It takes its place. And then we put that in history. Now, next. All right, now he's going to do the same thing. This goes in history. He's going to break through for this one. running the game out pretty fast, actually, with regards to these. And then here, prosperity, gain a land, not prosperity. Just land out there. And then he is going to exile that. And finally, this one. So he is able to spend 3 of these, and he's going to break through. So those are all out of his deck. He will break through in here. So since, oh, there's one more. I'm going to say since there's none left, he gets 2 points, but there we go. Done. All right, sliding this over now. Going to be a lot of conquering. Okay, now I am going to bring one of these back because it's time to do some garrisoning and everything. So we're going to exhaust this so I can recall. I'll recall this one. Just put it over here. I will do the pay one of these to get a population, which is there. And then I may discard a card to return, but I don't have anything. Oh, good, I do. All right, let's discard this Jade Mask to return this. Okay, that's good. All right, I'm happy about how that all went. Now, what are we gonna do? So, we're just basically at the cusp. So we better do the last couple things that we can here with these cards. This is how it's gonna look. I'm gonna do this one first. Choose this to acquire. There is nothing out there that I can acquire. Darn. Or 3 to break through. Well, can't really figure out how to do that right now, I guess. Which is just too bad. I can do this though, and maybe that'll get something out. So I'm going to pay 5 to break through for my invasion. Put that over here. What do we get? Nuts. So that was action 1. Action 2, oh, this will work. So I'm gonna put this and this nomad under there. I'm gonna garrison. I'm gonna get this, so that one's gone. And then action 3, I will be able to break through to find my last card in here. Play the Conquer. Let's break through, and we're gonna either get the first land or the first, oh, none of them. Well, there we go. So what that means is that I just get 2 points because there was no way for me to satisfy that card. Which I guess I could take. We're really close to the end. All right, so 3, 4, 5. And actually, because he hasn't really dug deep into that deck yet, I may not be punished as badly as I thought I was going to be with everything that's about to happen if he got deep into it. I want him to discard that. Actually, it doesn't matter. I guess I'd rather have that, so we'll put that there. Okay, so we did our 3 turns. We have these 2 cards left. And now here comes the glory. So glory goes in here. And we have effectively flipped. So now we cannot use any card with our red barbarian battle axe stuff, which means this raiders, the glory card came out. I'm lucky to see that so quick. And the advance, nope. Okay, so this might bog me down a bit, but we're gonna find out. And I did not put, oh, I did put that out there, okay. All right, rolling for him now. 3. So first things first, he is going to try to attack me, but I can exhaust this to block said attack. So then he just discards the top card. He doesn't have anything else, so that means he's going to put this in here. He's also going to make the flip. right, wait a minute. So let's just put this, yeah. He makes the flip, changes up his instructions now to this one, and shuffles these. There we go. Next. All right, it will be one of these. So if able, return a property from the discard pile into play. Oh, there is none of that. Put that card in history. Well, it just goes to history then, because you're no discard pile. Okay, this one is an other card at the moment because there's nothing else going on with it. So this is where it's really problematic. So he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. So we're going to take these 3 right here. Maybe that's off the camera. And give him a 10-pointer. And then this goes into history. And I know he has a lot of those kind of cards. All right, phalanx. So it's just going to say, if able, return that from the discard pile, put in history. Okay. All right. Well, we're certainly near the end of this game. Nope, that's not where that's coming. Now, Solstice, I cannot use the tents anymore because of this, at least I'm pretty sure, and I cannot use that anymore. So I can't do any of those things. So now, we'll start by exhausting this to discard this card to draw 2 cards. All right, now we'll do the glory. This card cannot be garrisoned. Abandon 3 to look at the top 2 of those decks and take 1. That's fine because I want to put the garrison stuff in play here. Do I need to do something first? Yeah, before I do that, before I get a little excited, it's very exciting, I know. I'm going to do this. All players may draw a card. And then I'm going to get, I got to exhaust agriculture. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. All right, now I will take my second turn to do the glory card. I'm going to abandon this one, and this one. The forest is good, but yeah, I'm just going to abandon those because these guys, as they stay out there, there's nothing I could do with them. I can't play them again. So I'm going to abandon those. They go into the discard pile. And then I'm going to put this in the discard pile and take a look at these top 2 glory cards. 1 and 2. Let's see what we got here. Notorious? No. Yes. All right, we're going to do this one. Now, this passive says increase. So I basically play this out and increase my hand size by 1. Why wouldn't I? Well, maybe because I need to do something different first. It looks like we've just got tons and tons of cards out there and no way for me to grab them, except for this. This is good, but I can't because it's not the right card. How about Invasion? Pay 3, all others play that. Choose to break through for that or that, and each other, oh, well, I can't really break through for any of those, but I do like the fact that I'm slowing him down, but it doesn't really help. It seems a bit like a waste. I did play this, so this should not be here. Boy, that's, I don't know. All right, whatever. I'll play this passive. I'm going to put this out here because I don't think I'm going to get a lot of, actually, you know what I'm going to do? It's a passive. I'll put it right up there. And now I can increase my hand size by 1. That's worth 7 points. Okay, so then I'm going to discard these. I like the Jade Mask. The Diplomacy doesn't help me anymore because there's no more cards in the thing like that. I can't play this and I can't play this. I was hoping to garrison some of these things, but they may come up anyway. They probably will come up. All right, we're going to discard all those. And then that means I'm going to Well, first I gotta sauce this up. Okay, let's see. So let's see what I can afford to do. Okay, I can, yeah, jewelry. There we go. 7 points. So this one costs 7. It cannot be discarded, cannot be played. So it just sits in my hand, or I discard it, but that's okay. We're almost done anyway. 1, 2, 3. Get some jewelry. All right. Here's the jewelry. Okay, we can make that work. All right. 6 means he plays them all. Okay, we put this card into history. He puts this out here, and now he just exiles a card. He doesn't get anything special, he just exiles a card. These hit first. So if able, return a discard from the discard. I cannot put it in history. So this goes into history. And then this one is an other card because there's nothing on there. So now he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. This goes into history. That's killer. So we're going to discard these 2. He gets a 10. All right, and then this one goes out, and then he exiles this. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did not quite get to draw another one, which I'm happy about. Okay, solstice phase for me. I don't have anything that I want. Yeah, this mounted one, so I can pay one of these to gain a population. That's good. And that's it. Okay, 3 actions here. Let's first do this. I'll garrison my advance. This is action 1. I get a population. All right. I will do this one, Egyptians. This is a free pull from this deck, and then I put this in history. So what is the best card? This is a 3-pointer. Doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to end up being out of here anyway really soon. Does it say, where does it say put it? Develop. So since I'm developing, it isn't for free. I have to pay for it. Well, it's a bummer, man. Because I don't know how to do that. Okay, back it up. Instead, I suppose I can exhaust this to draw 2 cards. So let's discard the jewelry, draw 2 cards. Glory, all right. Let's do this. All players draw a card. There we go. And then I gain 1, 2, 3, not a ton. It's something. Because then, do I have enough to do? No. All right, and then the final thing I think is to play the forest back out. Or I could do the glory. I know one of the glory cards is not going to be that great, but the other one's, the other one's better. So I'm going to play the glory. So I'll put this over here. I got to abandon 3 of these things. So 1, 2, and 3. And let's see what we got here. Well, praiseworthy is the best way to go. Okay, so we've done all that. We're good there. I'm going to put one out. Just put it there for good measure. And that's it. Reset. Do I want to discard anything here to dig deeper? Probably. Discard. Keep. 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 Or sorry, discard. So we'll do that. We'll put out 6. Okay. Good enough. He's rolling 1. What's going to happen here? Prosperity is an other card. Darn it. That is so painful. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Goodness. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I mean, that's just, it's not what you want to do. You do not want to let the Macedonians do exactly what I did, which is get a ton of land out there. You can just kiss your victory goodbye. Okay, and then this one, another one, 9, put it in history. Oh, man. Yeah, they're mopping me up now. Glory, abandon 3, semi-helpful. And then it's going to take the top one. This one sucks. And he puts it there. And then out here and exile a card. Okay, that pulled the plug. So what this means is we play one more round and the game is over. All right, so that means he's going to put this here. One more round. He takes the top one from his deck, which stinks because that puts a bunch in. But that's okay. At least I didn't let him get too deep this time on that. I got other problems, but that wasn't one of them. All right, Solstice. For sure, paying one of these for population per that. And that's all I can do. Okay, so none of these will help. This one will help because I can get into history. So choose. Put this card in history, period. So that's action number 1. All right, action number 2. I can put this card in history to develop. And I'm going to develop the 3-pointer. I can't. I'm going to develop this 2-pointer. Action 2. And then I think the last thing I can do really, well, I got this free play. Nope, can't help, doesn't help. Yeah, I think the last thing I do is just put this out here, and it doesn't really do me any good. It wants me to garrison a card. Who cares? I cannot do the tents anymore. So that's just it. All right, my turn is done. And unfortunately, even though I would be able to draw more, I don't have enough resources to do anything to buy any of those other ones, so it just gets skipped. Okay. Now, his last turn, and I have to put one out here. His last turn. Okay. This exile. Notorious. It is an other card, darn it. 9 more freaking points. No, he just put that out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because he did the discard before. So 8 more points. So put these over here and do that. Exile. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. And then Glory. So he picks up this last one. At least he dumps 3 of these, but it doesn't, again, doesn't matter. And the last one is going to be there. Okay, now, if any of you have played this before, you know how much of a pain in the neck it is to score this thing. And so I am not going to put you through that, but what I will tell you is, if you haven't played it before, this is how you score it. You get the victory points for every one of these tokens that you have. The cards, the victory points for the cards that are printed, right? But then these take forever because it just depends on the specific condition, and then it also depends on the variable points. So all I'll do is I'll pause the game, I'll score it, and then I'll let you know how, or I'm sorry, I'll pause the video, I'll score it, and then I'll let you know how I did. Well, I got crushed, 90 to 55. Whew. I mean, he scored so many points over there with his tokens. There was just no coming back from that. But either way, I had a great time. I really hope you enjoyed watching this playthrough. Hopefully it was helpful. If you're wondering how the solo kind of flows, well, this is it. And that's probably one of the faster solo games I've played with this one. This one definitely takes some time. You could definitely be playing this for 2 hours or so. So to be a little bit over 1 hour, I'm happy with that. Either way, I really like this game. This has definitely been a keeper, a permanent keeper. I can't wait for the new expansion to come out, just more good stuff. And they're also putting some errata into some cards and things, which I think is good, just helpful, but I just really am excited. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Whenever you decide to do in the future, I really hope you have a fantastic time doing it. Take it easy.